What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my channel, Loud and Out. Going to talk to you guys about a couple of quick things, some more newsworthy things, stuff that you may have already heard of. First thing is going to be DMC, or also known as Delorean Motor Company. They have gotten the go-ahead because in October of this past year, the U.S. government passed a bill stating that certain automotive makers could re-release cars under certain provisions, and then they would have certain things they still have to follow, certain rules, but they could re-release old cars. Delorean, in fact, is going to be taking quite a stab at this and see what they can come out with. Hopefully next year they're going to have a re-release of the DMC 12 or the DeLorean. Many of you may recognize this car as a Back to the Future car, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be pretty cool. The new motor, they haven't released what they're going to use for that yet. You can expect the price range to be about $100,000 for a new one of these. New, it's still technically a re-release. Yeah, so they still have to follow some of the more stricter guidelines that we have today outside of safety, primarily being emissions. We'll see what this brings, because the old cars, the sort of refurbished models from earlier on, they're selling for about $68,000 right now. $100,000 doesn't seem that that bad in comparison, just because you're getting a new one right off the line. It's going to be subject to recalls and stuff. It's it's still got the air that it's a new car and stuff, but I mean, it's pretty exciting. This car is going to be cool. It's definitely, like, the looks and stuff are going to be the same, but we can probably expect more power out of this thing, and who knows, maybe you can take yourself back to the future. Am I right? Marty McFly, Doc, where are you guys right now? Alright, so my second story is going to talk about Toyota. Toyota recently, they were listed as the top most trusted automaker by consumers in the U.S. just because 1 in every 11.5 million cars has been deemed as defective or seriously defective, which is pretty crazy in comparison to a lot of others. The lowest being Fiat Chrysler, which is 1 in every about 600,000. So, I mean, Toyota has really stepped up its game, and they've really set the bar pretty high for these other automakers. Now, the big thing with them is there's a huge steel explosion in Japan earlier. And yeah, I know a lot of their vehicles are made in correlation between Japan and America, but they still have 46% of production coming out of Japan. Now, that huge steel explosion, that's going to affect Toyota pretty bad. They're expecting it to drop off after February 6th. From there, they are going to kind of watch it day by day, see what happens. They haven't really released what parts they use out of those steel plants, but you can expect possibly a shutdown, which is going to ruffle their feathers. I mean, they produced 14 million cars, something like that. So, I mean, 46% of those, it's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. Probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll watch and see what happens. But yeah, so there's your little tidbits on the Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to follow my links down below. Check those out, Twitter and Facebook. And then don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Catch you tomorrow.